What's going on? What's going on?
What's up?
It's your boy Smooth Blaze,
It's Marty Mar.
and we like to welcome you back to another episode of
Real, Raw, and Rational.
Now we're in episode 9, where we'll be talking about some interesting things. But before we get into this, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Also hit that notification bell and select all so you will not miss one video. So as we come off every week with the same process every Tuesday, just really gonna start off with a little inspirational or spiritual piece by your boy Marty Mar.
All right, so today we're looking at Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. So when we think about that in life, we experience good things and we experience some bad things. So those good things can sometimes lead to something bad, and sometimes some of those bad things can lead to something good. So we have to remember that all things work together for good for those who love God. I mean, every day is not always going to be a good day. You can be having a bad day, but you can run into somebody that may brighten up your day. And they might also encourage you and inspire you to have a better day. So again, God could have put that person in the way for a reason. You can be going through a hard time. You can be going through unemployment. You can be running into somebody that can tell you about a particular job that might be available. And again, that day can start off bad, but something good can happen throughout the process of that day. So remember that all things, whether they're bad or good, they work together for good for those that love God and are called according to his purpose. So with that part, we all have a calling on our lives. We all have something that we need to do. We all have something that God wants us to do, whether it's to reach out to someone, whether it's to encourage someone, whether it's just our day-to-day job, whether it's ministry. God has something for you to do. And because of that, he's not going to leave you in a bad place. He's not going to leave you in a dark place. So just remember that all things, no matter what you're going through, they're going to work together for God's good.
Most definitely. And at the end of the day, you have to realize tests help you regarding having a testimony.
That's true.
So you got to go through some things in order to get or appreciate the things that you're already going through. That's why everything, no matter if it's good or bad, will turn into something positive as long as it's in God's way.
That's
or
right.
in walking into purpose of God.
That's right.
So just keep that in mind. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to talk about this NCAA tournament, man.
Oh, wow.
Some of these bids, some of the people I predicted didn't make it to the Final Four. But honestly, we need to see who's going to get to the national championship. Because this weekend, I mean, it's going to be crazy. Well, last weekend it was crazy. But my thing is what do we see in a national championship game?
You know, the sporting news, they say that Duke and Kansas are the best bets. I've always been predicting Duke because of Coach K, you know, his final season, the players rallying around him. I've always been predicting Duke. But North Carolina, they've been playing lights out. I mean, they got former NBA player Hubert Davis as their coach. He was very emotional after that last win, and it shows that there is something special about this team. So, again, I'm predicting Duke. I believe that with Villanova and Kansas, it's going to be kind of like a toss-up there. Right. I like Kansas, but my predictions are Duke and Kansas.
Okay. Duke
what do you think?
For me, I want to see Coach K in the finals off dump.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie, because it's the last year. However, North Carolina defense and their team is very determined.
Oh yeah.
So for me, it's kind of difficult to see. I can see Duke. I want to see Duke, but I wouldn't be surprised if North Carolina upsets them.
Yeah.
Now on the other side, Villanova and Kansas. Kansas was my pick recently, so I'm just gonna kind of go with Kansas on this because I think they're gonna be able to pull it out and fight for that national championship. So that's what I'm going with. Is my 2 for the national championship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's how I see it. So from the NCAA, let's go and switch it to the NBA. We're gonna talk about this foolishness first. It's called the Lakers losing to New Orleans Pelicans.
Oh wow.
So that puts them almost out of the play-in. So not including that, the night after that, or 2 nights after that, they go to Dallas and get blown out as well. So that kind of puts them farther out of the tournament. But at the same time, I've been hearing that, LeBron and AD could possibly just sit out for the rest of the year. However, for the game coming up, it's a game decision between those 2. So, in your opinion, do you think both of them should just play the rest of the season out and see what happens?
Oh wow. I read this morning that both LeBron James and AD have been ruled out for the remainder of the season because they don't see that there's any hope for this team. I've said it before. This was a super team, a stacked team. LeBron James, AD, Westbrook, Carmelo. This is almost a dream team. But somehow they've fallen to the number 11 seed. They're 31-45 for the season. I don't want to hear anyone talk about injuries. I don't want to hear any excuses. There are no excuses for this. None at all. None at all. Lakers, do something. Do something. I don't even know what else to say, man. I don't know what else to say.
I know for me, Lakers, my thing is just play it out. Just play these games out, see what the results may be. Y'all might end up in a chance not in the finals, but in the playoffs. But thing is, just play it out, see what's what. Because at the end of the day, injuries have been a major thing for us. We are an older team, one of the oldest teams in the league.
Definitely.
When we picked up Westbrook, it took away all our youth. So at the end of the day, let's play it out, see what it is, and next year just try to make some changes. Period. That's all we can do.
Got to. It's mandatory. Changes are mandatory now.
But I don't believe in getting rid of AD. Sorry. You can get rid of the other guy, but not AD.
Yeah,
No.
AD is an intricate piece for this team, so we need him. But Westbrook.
Yes, that's the other guy. I ain't talking about LeBron. Yeah, LeBron is cool. I ain't tripping on him right now. But the thing is, change is gonna come.
It's got to.
Quickly. So it is what it is with the Lakers, man. It is what it is. I ain't even worried about that no more. Let's talk about some real stuff. I saw that in the Eastern Conference, there's 4 teams fighting for the first 4 spots. It's the Miami Heat, the Miami Heat, not Brooklyn, the Bucks, Celtics, and the 76ers. Now, what I've observed from this is that out of these 4, who do you think will have that top seed out of these 4 teams?
Man, I gotta say this. It's tough to say it, but I gotta say the Miami Heat.
Okay.
I mean, I think about the mid-2000s when you had those San Antonio Spurs and the Detroit Pistons when they won titles.
Right.
And that showed us that this is a team game.
Most definitely.
I mean, Jimmy Buckets, he's averaging 21.3 points. Tyler Hero, 20.6 points. But everyone else is chipping in. Nobody has a 30, 40-point average on this team. Everyone is chipping in and making this happen.
That's true.
For the Miami Heat. So I think that the Heat will stay at number 1. That's what I'm feeling. What you feeling over there?
Oh, I'm going to shock you with this one.
Oh, no.
It ain't the Celtics. It's definitely not the 76ers because I don't trust them like talking about. Miami Heat could possibly, but they, in my opinion, they too small. They got the hustle, grit, grind. I respect that. But the Bucks gonna probably be number one because they want it. They want to repeat, and they're very consistent. They got majority of their guys healthy. Giannis is playing out his freaking mind.
He is, man. He
game-winning
balling.
shots. He dropped 40 recently. Like, my thing is like, Giannis is different. He making free throws consistently.
Yeah,
this is a different type of monster
man.
that you're dealing with. So I'm gonna put them first because what's understood ain't gotta be explained. That's just what it is. All right. So let's look at the Western Conference. Top 4 teams: Warriors, Suns, Grizzlies, Mavericks.
Ooh. Right now,
That's
Phoenix, their momentum is crazy right now.
Yeah, on a mission.
62-14 record.
Boss moves, man.
Honestly,
Boss.
I'm not seeing any team topple that over right now.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm loving the Mavs. Luka is lit right now.
Luka.
Golden State, can't count them out.
Okay.
Never thought Memphis would be number 2, but Ja Morant.
Oh, he the truth.
He's putting on for Memphis.
He the truth.
Like Young Dolph would say, that's major. I mean, what can I say, man? But I got to stick with Phoenix, man. I mean, their momentum is just, it's crazy right now.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same. When I'm evaluating all this, the Warriors, we got to wait till Steph get back because he got a little injury, but he be straight. Memphis, they come with the Heat, but they're going to be probably number 2. Mavs, honestly, they might end up being 4th or 5th seed. I'll see that. So I'm just going to go with the Suns because Suns have a complete team top and bottom.
They do. Yeah.
And they ready for the smoke. So I'm loving it. So this is going to be the Suns for me all day, every day.
Yeah.
So we know it's 6 games left, right, Marty?
Oh, yeah.
So meaning that we getting close to this MVP race coming to an end. Now, I heard that Devin Booker's in there, but he got thrown there late. I really like that, but I can't consider him right now due to, how late he dropped in, even though he been balling, killing.
Oh, yeah.
However, out of these top 3, Joker, Giannis, Joel Embiid, which one should honestly win the MVP for this year?
I got to say Giannis.
Really?
Giannis right now, he's averaging 30 points per game, 12 rebounds, 6 assists.
Okay.
And of course, they are the number 2 seed in the East.
True.
All day, I'm going to rock with Giannis. Who you got?
Joker.
Oh, man.
No question about it. The reason why I say this, Michael Porter Jr. been hurt majority this year. Their main guy, Jamal Murray, been hurt this entire year. Last year he got hurt. He has been able to keep them afloat in the 4th or 5th seed by himself. Not with a lot of help. A lot of young guys. And he's been destroying passing, shooting threes. He's been doing everything and he's efficient. So my thing is, even with Giannis, and Giannis doing his thing, don't get me wrong, but he got his partner Middleton. He got his partner Drew Holiday. So when you look at their collection overall, they have a lot of people to kind of help him get to that point.
That's facts.
So my thing is, Joker is doing all this stuff and he barely can jump.
Yeah.
And is killing. So I got to give it to Joker because Joker been putting his work by himself with all these people that's been out that he needs. So I got to get to Joker.
That's true, man. I'm just excited and,
Period.
Just to see who's going to get this, man. I mean, this season has been crazy. I just want to see the results.
Right. So, yep. So we going to see, man.
Oh, yeah.
But next will be NFL. Let's come on with it. Now, I heard about this NFL, the owners or whatever the organization of it is put in this new thing called all teams must add a minority offensive assistant coach. Meaning that we need more representation. I think about the Rooney Rule and compare it to that where you got to interview certain people that are black or different nationalities or whatever, black, Hispanic, whatever, you have to interview them, but it don't mean that they're going to get a job. I look at it similar to that, so I'm trying to figure out is this going to work, or is just a publicity stunt just to make people feel like we're going to get an equal opportunity?
Well, I thought about this, man. I saw an interview. This was during a game this past season. And Tony Dungy, he talked about how the road to a head coach usually goes through an offensive coach, not a defensive coach, but an offensive coach.
Right.
And he said that's why we need more black offensive coaches. You know, he said how most black coaches are defensive coaches instead of offenses. So on one side, I'm thinking that this could be a pacifier. But then on the other side, I'm seeing that maybe changes could happen through this. But honestly, owners are going to ultimately choose who they want. You know, so this could work. If it's done the right way, it could. But then again, I mean, there's always these loopholes, there's always hurdles, and there's always that red tape. So, I mean, I hope the NFL does the right thing. I hope owners start doing the right thing, because we do need that representation.
I think so too. I hope it goes that way, but from my mind, from my perspective, I think that eventually it will benefit, but short term, it's just a phase. That's how I look at it. Like, you getting these guys these positions, but will you promote them?
That's true.
So, and will they go to crappy teams?
That's another thing. That's another thing.
So we just got to keep it honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
You know. And speaking